So hello and welcome back to Life with Tom. I'm Tom, and this week we are talking emotions, feelings, emotional intelligence. So it's a deep subject. Now I appreciate I said in the last video I didn't feel feelings or emotions. I did, it's just they were feelings and emotions I didn't want to feel. So I suppressed them through poor coping mechanisms that we explored in the last video. So in this one I'm going to talk about how I'm more self-aware, how I interpret my feelings and emotions, what the underlying sort of cause, root of the issue is, and just move forward, because it's a very, very interesting subject. And I was always that person that projected a lot of their shit onto other people. So I didn't want to deal with myself. I thought myself as being sort of good, if you want, and it was always the other person that needed to sort themselves out. It was never, yeah, but Tom, is it a lack of boundaries? Is it you just have to let this shit go? Is it, Tom, this is just life? Is it, well, Tom, it's like, so for me, a big one at the minute is, well, I say big one, there's jealousy there in certain aspects of my life. And is it that I'm not stepping up to my own expectations, if that makes sense? So yeah, it's all about how I'm more self-aware, and everything I do I'm in control of. We'll go into that in more detail later on, but it's an interesting subject. I've just got to work. How pretty does that look? And I'm parked behind Trevor the tractor and I've got Buddy and leftover Dominoes. So today is Monday. I'm out with Buddy just down there. We're walking down to Barlow Fishing Ponds for a full English, so I'm happy about that. A little slip. But yeah, emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence to me? It means having the courage to feel what's going on in here and up there, and also having the ability to deal with it. So I know when I used to feel sad, I used to totally disregard that feeling, convert it into anger and take it out on the people nearest to me, or in a punch bag, say, or lifting weights or smashing press-ups out. So yeah, it's about being self-aware about what's going on and having the ability to think about things rationally. So I've just mentioned sadness there. So there are times as I'm sort of progressing on this journey where I feel incredibly sad, and yeah, it's just having the ability to be aware of that feeling or emotion, sit with it, feel it, and then move forward in a rational way. So there's a really good book called Emotional Intelligence, and that's taught me a lot about myself and how my mind operates. So there's a very primitive system there before. So yeah, I say advanced, the more evolved thinking, rational mind. And that's where I'm at now. Do you like exploring, well, Tom, this is what you're feeling. That's great. Or it might be shit, depending on the feeling or emotion. But having the ability to sort of step back and assess the feeling and the reasons why. So a good one is frustration. So why do I feel frustrated? Well, something's not going my way. It's okay to feel frustrated, but something isn't going my way. So what can I do logically now to be able to move forward past the feeling of frustration, and it's control my approach and reaction to the situation. I just love it. And then that's where the coping mechanisms sort of fit in further down the line. Yeah, it's just a really interesting sort of subject topic for me. It's something I've always done. Oh, don't like that feeling. I know what, let's convert it into anger or happiness. I think I only ever felt those two sort of feelings or emotions. So yeah, I'm on this journey now, absolutely love it. They always say, so I don't know if you've just seen Buddy run past me, but just be more dog, just be so present. Buddy's just happy with a stick, just a stick. Buddy, where's his stick? Get your stick. This is his world at the minute, look at that. Be more dog. So, how can I explain self-awareness? It's understanding who I am and what makes me tick. So if I have certain triggers, so for me, a big one used to be criticism. So I take that very personally. And that would, if someone said something to me, I'd instantly get defensive, start displaying anger and frustration. Whereas now, if I go into a hard conversation, more so, this will sound really bad, more so with my ex-wife, I just have to sit there and take it and then do a bit of reflection. Sorry, my dog's gone. Oi, come here. Look at that. Whistle, comes back. Let's give him some love. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. Yeah, so being self-aware. So what makes me tick? What are my triggers? How do I handle those? Well, Tom, you are the gatekeeper to your emotions. Then you've got self-reflection. So a big one in that situation, if I started getting criticised and I started getting defensive and then angry, what can I do in that situation? Explore with the other person their perception of me and my own perception of myself. So that will come down to consideration. So I consider myself to be considerate. If my ex-wife is saying I'm not considerate, they're out of alignment. So is there some work that needs to be done there? Do I need to give a little, or do I need to stand firm because that's what I believe? So yeah, self-awareness, it sounds easy. There's complexities to it. Maybe I'm overthinking, maybe I've gone too far. So self-awareness, understanding you, understanding the other person is on their own path. They might not be as self-aware as what you are. They might be more self-aware than what you are. Everybody's journey is relative to them. All you can really do is express how you're feeling and never say you. It's always I feel, or I want to feel, or I understand, I appreciate this, however, these are my thoughts. That again is hard in itself. But yeah, I'm nearly down at the cafe. I'm going to have a full English breakfast. I've been looking forward to this all weekend. And we'll do a workout later. So another thing I do for emotional intelligence, another thing I do for emotional intelligence, I've mentioned in my coping mechanisms video that I've surrounded myself with like-minded individuals, predominantly men. So I run a men's group, also part of some men's groups. It's just to reach out to those and tell them the situation and how I approach the situation and my reaction to the situation. to gauge whether it's about right, or whether I could have put more things in place. Should I have been more boundaries? Should I have been more accepting? Should I have challenged a little bit more? So it's not just Tom that's on this journey. So yeah, it isn't just Tom on this journey. It's Tom backed up by some very wise, some very knowledgeable, some very smart individuals. So through my men's group, I've also networked with another life coach, and it's that. So I'm very lucky in that I can just reach out to that individual and say, listen, this is a particular sticking point for me about a situation. How can I develop myself to be better able to deal with what I'm going to experience further down the line, just so I'm not a complete and utter twat about acting out of pure emotion, because nobody wants that. So a big one for me too is when it comes to emotional intelligence, it's having the courage to stand up and say, listen, I need to go out and do this to make me a better person, so I turn up to you as a better person. So I know it's something I didn't do a lot of in my marriage. I allowed things to sort of fester, to stagnate, to then build, to like inside of my own head. And instead of me dealing with that, I took it out on the other individual, because I didn't have the courage to say, listen, I just need to go and do this because it makes me feel better. By me feeling better and me filling my own cup up, I'll turn up as a better individual for you. So that comes down to self-awareness again. I'm feeling this. I know what my triggers were. So that's like I'm controlling my reaction, or my controlling my approach to the situation. I'm controlling my reaction to that situation. I'm dealing with it through healthy coping mechanisms to make me a more rounded person, so then I turn up as a better individual for the other person. So self-awareness, understanding how you tick, what makes you tick, self-awareness, emotional intelligence. And just being able to feel. So I hope you've enjoyed this one about emotional intelligence, sort of self-awareness. You've just seen me using coping mechanisms to regulate my emotional intelligence, so I'm a better person, A, for myself, but B, for other people. So I've just got out of the ice bath. I like to stand over there, just do some breathing. But yeah, I feel better. I've got a smile on my face. I've released a lot of shit that I've stored up in my body and up here. I'm going inside a better person. Thank you.